Oh no, but mam check ni tara contenuto.
Good morning, guys. How are you all? Hello, good morning. Hi.
Very good morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Good morning,
Nice.
ma'am.
Good morning. Um, hmm. Okay. So in the last class, as we were discussing regarding the biomolecules concept, so I took a certain important points related to biomolecules concept, and we discussed a certain questions based on biomolecules concept. And yesterday, who were there at till the end of the session? I repeat, yesterday who were there till the end of the session, and few of you shared your mail IDs like Smita, VJ, and I think Kirtana. Yeah, Kirtana, Tasmiya. So many of you, 5 or 6 of you shared your mail IDs where you will be getting the notes, means the notes, matlab, the previous question papers or what all we are discussing in the class, you will be getting that notes. Okay, so in the PDF form, whatever I'm sharing now, that you will be getting who shared your mail IDs at the end of the sessions yesterday, right? So you all will be getting the notes by 5 or 6 o'clock. Please do check and let me know tomorrow in the chat box or in the session. Okay. Is it clear for everyone? Okay. I think Tasmiya sent the mail and VJ sent the mail. That is VJ Chandrababu and Jyoti, I guess. Jyoti sent the mail. Kirtana and anyone who sent the mail yesterday? Yeah. Okay. Fine. So these people send the mail, and in the mail ID, please do check your mail IDs. So you will be getting the notes by today 5 p.m. Okay, so let us begin. Let us continue the biomolecules concept. We discussed around 27 questions yesterday. I guess I will see the PDF. So after we have around 55 questions or around 50 questions for biomolecules. After discussing that, again we will discuss the previous year question paper of 2016. And on Saturday we might discuss the question paper of 2020. Then on Tuesday or Wednesday, I will be announcing it soon. On Tuesday or Wednesday, you will be getting a Google form. You will be getting a Google form test, where you will be answering and you will be getting the response of a specific topic, which I will be telling you all. Okay. It might be the previous question paper of any year, of any last 5 or 6 years. It might be only certain questions based on the important topic, which I will decide and let you know. Okay. So this is about certain instructions of today's sessions. Is it clear for everyone? You can talk. There is no any punishment given for who talk. Please do ask the doubt. Please talk. Please switch on the mic so I can hear your voice. Yes, is it clear for everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let us begin. Just a minute. I will enable my screen sharing. Okay. So many new students I am seeing today, like first class, I guess. Yashu and Manyashri. Did I pronounce it correctly? Manyashri or Manyashri? What is your name? Let me know. Manyashri HP. Is it correct? Bhumika KS. I think Bhumika, did you attend the normal sessions like my sessions of biology? Are you my old student or you are new to CT Sankalp?
No, ma'am, I used to attend previously.
Yeah, you used to attend previous, right? G. Ananya. Ananya, did you get my notes?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then you are not old students. Are you new student?
Yes, ma'am. New student.
Yeah, fine. Because I have a student who is named Ananya. She was an old student and she was active also. Janvi may know her. Okay. Just a minute. Fine. Biomolecules. Let us begin. Please do answer. Please be active. And collagen, this we discuss. Lipids are insoluble. Hydrophobic, this we discuss. Yeah. VJ, do you know which question we are left with? (27, 20, 90% to polynucleotide. Just the following constituent. Competitive inhibitor. Yeah, this was one. 27th question. We should start with 27th question. So let me start the session. Are you all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We have around how many participants? I think 15 participants, but only I'm getting the voice of VJ and certain few people. Okay, fine. 27th question goes like this. Which one of the following is not a constituent of cell membrane? Option A, cholesterol. Option B, glycolipids. Option C, proline. And option D, phospholipids. Yes, what might be the answer? Come on. Who answered first? Tasmia, option C, proline. Janvi, option C, proline. Hiteshiam, C. Yes. What about others? If you want the PDF, please do attend the session till end so that I will be asking the mail IDs. You will be getting the notes. Daily, I will be asking the mail IDs. Daily, you should message me the mail IDs and daily you will be getting the PDF which we will discuss. Okay, Bhumika C, Kirtana C, VJ A, G Ananya C, Pawan C. Okay, then. So let me reveal the answer. Many of you answered it as C, Yashu C. Good, good going. So the answer is, that is proline, which is C, option C. Many of you answered it correctly. Congratulations, many of you. Okay, read the question properly, understand it, and then answer. Don't guess always. Fine. The next question goes like this. The two polynucleotide chains in DNA are, I repeat, the two polynucleotide chain, poly, many, nucleotide means what? Phosphate, sugar, and a nitrogen base forms nucleotide. So these two nucleotides in DNA will be what? Option A, parallel. Option B, discontinuous. Option C, anti-parallel. Option D, semi-conservative. Parallel, discontinuous, anti-parallel, semi-conservative. So what is the answer? G Ananya C, anti-parallel. Kirtana C, Hitesh C. Then Smita yes C, Janvi C, Pavan C, Bhumika C, Vijay C, Raghu C. Okay, good. Yes, I hope the same activeness continues till the end of the sessions. I am happy for that. So let me see the answer. The answer is anti-parallel. Who answered? Every one of you answered it correctly. Many of you, almost all of you answered it correctly. Very happy. So congratulations, and you will be all getting the good prize. Okay. So question number 29. Okay, question number 29 goes like this. Here. About 98%, 1 minute. Yeah. About 98% of the mass of every living organism is composed of just 6 elements, including carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, and oxygen, and So they have given 4 elements out of, there are total 6 elements. They have given 4. You should find 2. So which are very essential for every organism. So which are those 2? Phosphorus and sulfur, sulfur and magnesium, magnesium and sodium, calcium and phosphorus. Please do answer when I repeat the option, when I complete telling the options. I know you all are excited to answer. I'm very happy for that. So the first answer is 1043. Janvi A, Hitesh D, Yashu D, then Raghu D, Tasmia D, Vijay D, Smita D. Calcium and phosphorus. Good. Jyoti HSD. I think you are a new student. Fine. D. G Ananya A. Fine. Kirtana D. So maximum vote is for D. Few of you answered other than D. So let me see whether A wins or D wins. Okay. The answer is phosphorus and sulfur A. Option A is a right answer. So which are the essential elements for in living organism? Carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, calcium and phosphorus, right? So who answered answer A? I think Jyoti. No, someone answered A. Ananya. G Ananya answered it correctly. Very good. Good going. Congratulations. G Ananya. Fine. The next question goes like this. 1 turn of the helix in a B form DNA. I repeat, 1 turn of the helix in a B form DNA is approximately 0.34 nanometer, 3.4 nanometer. Then don't answer until I complete the options, please. 2 nanometer and 20 nanometer. Option A, 0.34, 3.4, 2 nanometer and 20 nanometer. So what is the answer? Come on. Bhumika KS A, Tasmia B, then Kirtana D, Pavan C, G Ananya B, Smita S B, Vijay C, Janvi B, Hitesh C. Okay, what about others? Yashu B. Yashu B. What do you mean by B form DNA? What do you mean by B form DNA? Whether it is in a shape of B, alphabet B? Anyone? Jyoti HS B. Yes. Jyoti HSB. What do you mean by B form DNA? See, we know that DNA is there, no? DNA is there. So that DNA is coiled. It is made up of 2 strands and it is coiled. If it is coiled, if you take a cloth or something, if you coil it like this, okay, if you coil it like this, where the coiling is a right-handed, right-handed, clockwise we can say. So then it is called as B form DNA and it is most common DNA. And one more, we have Z DNA, which is anti-clockwise, or we can say it will be bent in a left-handed. The coiling will be left-handed, left side. So that is called Z DNA. So let me see the answer. Many of you answered it B, some of you C, and few of you A. So let me check the answer. The answer is 3.4 nanometer. That is option B is a correct answer. So who all answered B? Yashu, Jyoti, Janavi, Smita, Ananya, Kirtana, Tasmia. Okay. So only girls answered it correctly. Good. Congratulations. So let me go to the next question. Question number 31 goes like this. Antibodies in our body are complex steroids, prostaglandins, glycoproteins, lipoproteins. Option A, steroids. Option B, prostaglandins. Option C, glycoproteins. Option D, lipoproteins. So what might be the answer? Yes, come on. Janvi H, D. Tasmia C, Raghu C, Yeshu D, Kirtana C, VJ C, Jyoti HSC, Simita C, okay. Bhumika C, G Ananya C. Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is, many of you answered it correctly. So it is option C, glycoproteins. Almost all of you answered it correctly. Good going. Question number 32 reads like this. Antiparallel strands of a DNA molecule means what is the meaning of antiparallel? Okay. So option A goes like this. The phosphate groups of two DNA strands at their ends share the same position. Okay. Then the phosphate groups at the start of two DNA strands are in opposite positions or a pole. Understand the options correctly. Okay. One strand turns clockwise, one strand turns anti-clockwise. Out of four options, what do you mean by anti-parallel? Read it carefully and answer it patiently. Okay. Fine. Okay, already answered. Who is that? Pavan. Pavan said it as B. Then, okay. Tasmia B, Janvi B, Jyoti HS B, Kirtana B, Bhumika B. Okay. G Ananya B. Yes. What about others? Raghu B. VJ B. Yes. What about others, please? Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is, there are 14 students. I'm getting only 6 or 7 responses. What about others? The phosphate groups at the start of two DNA strands are in opposite position. Option B is a right answer. So what happens? The phosphate groups will be there in both the strands at the end. So first we'll start with 3' to 5' end. The other will start with 5' to 3'. What is this 5, 3? Don't just memorize it. 5, 3 means at which the carbon number to which that phosphate group is attached. Carbon number. If it is attached to 5th carbon, then it is that. If it is attached to 3 carbon, then it is that. Okay. So always the anti-parallel strands will, at the start position, they will be in opposite position C. Okay. So let us go to the next question, 33rd question. An organic substance bound to an enzyme and essential for its activity. The organic substance which is bound, which has to be attached to the enzyme and essential for its activity. One substance ide, adu organic. Organic andre eno carbon related anta. So carbon related, ಆ substance ಏನಾದರೂ enzyme ಜೊತೆ attach ಆದಾಗ ಮಾತ್ರ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, enzyme active ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, enzyme can perform its own function ಅಂತ. So you have to say me which substance is that. So the options are holoenzyme, spoenzyme, isoenzyme and coenzyme. Yes. What is the answer? Good. Tasmia answered it as D. Then VJ D, Pawan D, Jyoti HS D, Kirtana M D, Janvi H D, Smita yes D. Yes, good. Hitesh D. Yes. Fine. So let me reveal the answer. The answer is coenzyme. Coenzyme is a substance when it attaches to the enzyme, then only the enzyme will become active. Okay, fine. The next question goes like this: an enzyme that can stimulate germination of barley seeds. Okay, so alpha amylase, then lipase, protease, invertase. So here what happens, barley seeds, barley ಕಾಳುಗಳು ಅಂತ ನೆನೆ ಹಾಕಿದ ನೀರನ್ನ ಕುಡಿತಾರೆ when they will be having the excretory problems, so they will take that water. Okay, barley, so it will be like white color and ಜೋಳ ತರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೆನೆ ಹಾಕಿದ ನೀರನ್ನ ಕುಡಿದ್ರೆ it will solve the urinary related problems. Okay, so that for that germination, germinate ಆಗಿ ಅದು ಮೊಳಕೆ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒನ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್. ದೇ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಯಾವ್ದದು ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ alpha amylase, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ lipase, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ protease, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ invertase. So what is your answer? Fine. Raghu A, Bhumika A, G Ananya A, Tasmiya A, Janvi A, VJ A, Kirtana A, Jyoti A, Smita yes A, yes. What about others? Is it okay if I explain in Kannada, or you want everything like complete English? What I am doing is I am using complete English as well as I am using Kannada to explain you the questions. Is it okay for you all? Please type yes. And yeah, let me reveal the answer and then you type yes or no, which is comfortable for you. You can message me freely. There is no need to get fear or something else. Fine. The answer is alpha amylase. Option A is a right answer. All of you answered it correctly. Good going. Fine. Yeah, I asked you a question whether are you comfortable with Kannada and English both, or you want only English. Let me know. Tasmiya said her response or said her view. VJ Chandrababu also said yes. So both you want or only English you want? I think all of you saying yes for both. Pavan said yes. G Ananya said yes. Tasmiya said okay both. Then Raghu, yes ma'am. Okay, Janvi said both. Hitesh, Jyoti, fine, good. Jyoti, fine. Thank you. So the next question goes like this. Question number 35. So nucleotides are building blocks of nucleic acid. Each nucleoside is a composite molecule formed by. See, it is a very, very easy question. So what they said, how the nucleotide is formed. So that question they asked in so much complicated way. Okay, so here the options goes like this. Option A, base sugar phosphate. Option B, base sugar OH. Option C, base sugar phosphate, in bracket means N, that is number of. Then option D, sugar phosphate. Yes, what is the answer? Come on, very easy questions. I think you all will answer it correctly. Okay, Tasmiya said A, Janvi messaged A. Okay, Jyoti HS voted for A. Yeshu also said A. VJ voted for A. Raghu A. Bhumika A. Then what about others? Ananya A. Good. Kirtana A. Pavan A. Fine. Good. So let me check the answer. The answer is very good. Base sugar phosphate. Nitrogen base, sugar and phosphate. So these all together forms a nucleotide. And these nucleotide, when they will attach, they form the polynucleotide, which we will call it as nucleic acid. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಏನೇನಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಶುಗರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಫಾಸ್ಫೇಟ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇವು ಮೂರು ಕೂಡಿದಾಗ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಈ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಇವೇನ್ ಮೂರು ಕೂಡಿ ಒಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ವೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚಸ್ ಟು ಅದರ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್, ಒನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್ಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಂಗೆ ಚೈನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಚೈನ್ಸ್ which are formed by the polynucleotides. Poly means many. So by many nucleotides, so those are called as nucleic acid. It is very simple and very interesting also. So yeah, let us stop the solving of questions now, and let me start a brief explanation of 10 minutes of biomolecules, and then again we will start with the question and answer session. Is it okay for you all?
Yes,
Is it
ma'am.
okay? Yeah, thank you. Just a minute. Right. I'm sorry. Let me share the PPT. I'm sorry. So we were discussing that we completed with amino acids, we completed with lipids, and now we were discussing regarding carbohydrate, I guess, sugars. Okay. So sugars, after that we have to discuss regarding primary metabolites. So what are these primary metabolites are? So these are amino acids, sugars, fatty acids, or glycerol. 1 minute. Fine. So these are amino acids, sugars, fatty acids, and glycerol. They have certain normal physiological functions or the metabolism. Okay, they are involved in certain functions in our body. So they are called as primary metabolites. Why primary? Because if they are not there, so those processes will not occur. So these are primary, essential. For example, for the preparation of tea, water, milk, these all are essential, but the main thing is tea powder. Without tea powder you can't prepare tea only. So like that, without these, there no processes will occur in our body. Idu ilde amino acid, sugar, fatty acid, glycerol ಇವ್ಯಾವು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಮೆಟಬೋಲೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಮೆಟಬೋಲೈಟ್ಸ್. So in addition to primary metabolites, ಇದನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಈ ಶುಗರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್, ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಕಲಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಫ್ಲೆಮನಾಯ್ಡ್ಸ್, ರಬ್ಬರ್, ಎಸೆನ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ಸ್, ಆಂಟಿಬಯೋಟಿಕ್ಸ್, ಕಲರ್ಡ್ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಸೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಗಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸ್ಪೈಸಸ್. ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ, ಇವನ್ ದೋ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರು ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿರ್ತವೆ, ಒಂದು ಜೀವಿಗೆ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಫಾರ್ ಅ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್, ಇಟ್ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ human being, it might be animal or the microorganism. Okay, right, these are called secondary metabolites. Next we have secondary metabolites, like we will use secondary metabolites in some of our for our health. Like for example, rubber we will use, drugs we will use, spices ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೆಣಸು ಇರಬಹುದು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಸಾಲಾ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಅಂತ ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಅದಿರಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, these are called the secondary metabolites. ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. We are using it for our benefits or for our health, right? Then that is called human welfare ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. Scents, that is perfumes, and the pigments, right? So pigments ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಕಲರ್ ನ ಡಿರೈವ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅರಿಶಿನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೆಲ್ಲೋ ಇನ್ ಕಲರ್. ವೈ? ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಪಿಗ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಟ್. Okay, then Biomacromolecules. Bio means these are present in living organism. Macro means large. Molecules means these are made up of atoms, group of atoms. Okay. So chemical compounds found in living organism are of two types. One ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಹುದು. Macromolecules which are larger in size, micromolecules which are smaller in size. Like that also we can tell. Or macromolecules which are essential in a large quantity, micromolecule which are necessary in a small quantity. Okay. So ಈ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗೇನ್ ನಾವು ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದೀವಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಇದ್ರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ molecular weight base ಮೇಲೆ we are divided them into macro and micro. So molecular weight less than 1000 Dalton. 1000 Dalton ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಮಾಪನ ಅಥವಾ one unit ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು to measure the molecular weight. So we studied it well in the chemistry. Okay. So if the molecular weight is less than 1000 Dalton, then it is regarded as micro. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ನ ಸೈಜ್ molecular weight 1000 ಗಿಂತ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅಥವಾ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಈಗೇನ ಕಲ್ತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ಲ ನಾವು, ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಶುಗರ್, then fatty acids and glycerol, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿವೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, so these are micromolecules or we can say biomolecules ಅಂತ. ಒಂದೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇವೆ, so which have more than 1000 Dalton, the molecular weight 1000 Dalton ಗಿಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಬಯೋಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಪಾಲಿಸೆಕರೈಡ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಇಸ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಒಂದ್ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋದಾಗೆ ಏನಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, macromolecules are formed from the micromolecules. Nucleic acids anta ide. So nucleic acids are formed from what? Nucleotides. Nucleotides enu? Nucleotides are the micromolecule or the biomolecule, right? Then polysaccharides anta ide. So polysaccharides are nothing but the chain of sugar molecules. Sugar enu? Sugar is a biomolecule or we can say micromolecule. So like this, the biomacromolecules will be formed from the micromolecules. Okay. Next. Fine. So lipids anta bandaga, lipids na ನಾವು exactly macromolecule anta ಪರಿಗಣಿಸಲ್ಲ. We will not say lipids as a macromolecule. Strictly a macromolecule, strictly ಅದು biomolecule ಅಂತ we can't say regarding the lipids. ಶುಗರ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅದು ಮೈಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಅಂತ. ಶುಗರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಪಾಲಿಸೆಕರೈಡ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಬಯೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚೈನ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆದಾಗ, ಅದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಆದಾಗ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್. ಬಟ್ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್, ವೈ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ it is not more than 1000 Dalton also, it is not less, it is in between. That is why we can't consider strictly it as a macromolecule. Next. So what happens, lipids we will find the lipids in the membrane, cell membrane anta ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು lipids ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆ lipids ಅನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ನ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೀಗೆ ಲೇಯರ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು ಅ ರಿವ್ಯೂ ಲೈಕ್, so let us take a test tube. Okay, in that let us take the cell membrane composition, right? So the fractions will be formed, andre layers form ಆಗ್ತವೆ. So macromolecular fraction ಅಂದ್ರೆ macromolecular ಇರುವಂತ macromolecules ಅನ್ನ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಪದಾರ್ಥಗಳು ಅಥವಾ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ರೀಜನ್ ವಿ ಕಾಂಟ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್. ಈ ರೀಜನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್ ಕಾಣ್ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಲಿಪಿಡ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್. ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಲಿಂಕೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್. ಲಿಂಕೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್. ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆಗಿ ಚೈನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್. ಸೊ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಎಸ್ ಪಾಲಿಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಪಾಲಿಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ಸ್. they are linear chains of amino acid linked by peptide bond. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಒಂದು amino acid ಇನ್ನೊಂದು amino acid ಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆದಾಗ protein formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So how they will link? By the bond. We studied in chemistry. So our bond, that is the bond between one amino acid to the other amino acid, our linkage ಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? That is called as peptide bond. It is called as peptide bond. So in common, we can say protein. Protein anna we can say polymer of amino acid. Poly, many, mer, units. Many units of amino acid is equal to protein. That's it. Okay. So this is a simple structure of a protein, linear, straight chain. Okay. So these are the amino acid. Down color, just a diagram ashte, representation. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು ನೀವು, ಇದು ಒಂದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಗೆ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಅ ಪೆಪ್ಟೈಡ್ ಬಾಂಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾ so here a protein is a heteropolymer. Heteropolymer means what? Different polymer. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಅಮೈನೋ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗಿದಾವೆ ಅಥವಾ I said it is a polymer of a amino acid. So that amino acids which are linked to one another, it is not necessary that they should be same only. They might be different. So it is called as heteropolymer. Hetero means what? Different. Poly means many. Mer means unit. Different, many units of amino acid is nothing but the protein. Okay, next. So protein function enu? It transport of nutrients across the cell membrane. Cell membrane inda ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It involved in a transportation of a substances. Then it fight infectious organism. It fight against the infectious organism which enter in our body. Some proteins are hormones. Some proteins are hormones. What are hormones then? Hormones are the proteinaceous substances which have specific function in our body. So hormones ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಅವು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಇರುವಂತ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಅವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ನಮ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ? ಒಂದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಆ ಕ್ರಿಯೆಗಳು ನಡೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಟೋಸಿನ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಫೀಮೇಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಕ್ಸಿಟೋಸಿನ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಫೀಮೇಲ್. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಸಿಟೋಸಿನ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು? It is required for a female during pregnancy, during childbirth also. Oxytocin release ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is very problematic for the female to give out or to deliver the baby. So oxytocin ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಹಾರ್ಮೋನು. ಸೊ ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ the processes will not takes place. ಯಾವುದೇ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ನಡೆಯೋದು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಜೀವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೌದಾ? So like that, hormones are very essential for particular processes in every human being, in every living organism. So these hormones are made up of proteins. Some proteins are enzyme. So in this box they have given certain very important box. They have given certain function of protein. Collagen ಅನ್ನೋ protein ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? Intercellular ground substance. Inter, in between, cellular, cell, ground substance base ಅಂತ, ಹೌದಾ? Trypsin is an enzyme which helps in digestion. Insulin is a hormone which controls the glucose level in our body. So adರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ the person may get diabetes. Antibody fight against the infectious organism. Receptor glutamine 4 enables glucose transport into the cell. Okay, so this is regarding the protein and its function. Fine. So this we discussed yesterday. Collagen is the most abundant protein in the animal world. Idr base ಮೇಲೆ ನಮಗೊಂದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ನಿನ್ನೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ. Ribulose biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase, Rubisco. Its full form is ribulose R, biphosphate B, carboxylase C, oxygenase O. It is the most abundant protein. It is also important point, which is the most abundant protein in the biosphere itself, in the living world itself, which is the most abundant, means present in a large quantity, which is that is Rubisco enzyme. Okay, now okay, let us discuss structure of proteins later. Fine, 1 second. Okay. Okay, 30. 1 minute. This is not the document. Oh. Just check. Can you able to see the? Right. Can you able to see the screen? Just say yes or no.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. 36th question. Which of the following is the simplest amino acid? Simplest. Alanine, asparagine, glycine, and tyrosine. Yes, come on. What is the answer? Bhumika C. Bhumika C. Raghu A. Janvi C. Good. VJC. Yes. Yes. Kirtana C. Smita yes C. Yashu C. Fine. So let me check the answer. The answer is glycine. Glycine. Why it is simplest? Because when we see when we see the structure of amino acid, okay, it is attached to the amine group and carboxylic group. The R functional group is attached with hydrogen only in glycine. So that is why it is the simplest amino acid. Okay. Now the next question goes like this. Which one of the following hydrolysis internal, okay, I will repeat once again. Which one of the following hydrolyzes internal phosphodiester bond in a polynucleotide chain or in a nucleic acid, we can say. So option A, lipase, option B, protease, option C, endonuclease, option D, exonuclease. See which one of the following hydrolyzes internal inside phosphodiester bond in polynucleotide chain. Yes, what is the answer? Who answered first? Bhumika answered. 1 second. Yeah. Bhumika answered C. Janvi answered C. Tasmiya C. Kirtana C. Raghu Raghava He. Then Smita yes C. Okay. VJ also answered it as C. So C is endonuclease. Okay, all of you voted for C. So let me check the answer. Very good. It is endonuclease. It here, what we have to do, we have to read the question properly. Internal means endo. Nuclease, it is related to nucleotide. So nuclease, endonuclease. Look like that, you have to guess the answer. Right? Question number 38. 1 second. Okay. Which of the following statement regarding enzyme inhibition? Which of the following statement regarding enzyme inhibition is correct? You have to say. Okay. Yes. The options are, read the options correctly. Okay. Competitive inhibition is seen. Hello, Kirtana. When a substrate competes with an enzyme for binding to an inhibitor protein, competitive inhibition is seen when the substrate and the inhibitor compete for the active site on the enzyme. Non-competitive inhibition of an enzyme can be overcome by adding large amount of substrate. Non-competitive inhibitor bind to enzyme irreversibly. Yes. Read the options correctly because statements are very long and then answer. Tasmiya answered it as B. Janavi B. Bhumika B. Yes. VJA. Yes. VJA. Then what about others? Okay, let me check the answer. Vani, can you mute yourself, please? Are you watching movie and seeing the session? Okay, it's okay. So the answer goes like this. Non-competitive inhibition of an enzyme can be overcome by adding large amount of substrate. So option C is a right answer. Who answered this? VJ, no, not VJ. VJ said A. Okay. Many of you answered it as B. So the right answer is option C. Okay. When we add large amount of substrate, so competitive inhibition can be overcome. Then, so the next question is 38 question. Enzymes, vitamins, and hormones can be classified into a single category of biological chemicals because all of these, what is the meaning of this andre? Enzymes, vitamins ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನ್ಸ್ ಈ ಮೂರು ಏನಿವೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಸೊ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ, ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಾಕಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಹೇಳತ್ತೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಇನ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟಬಾಲಿಸಮ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ are exclusively synthesized in the body of a living organism. Are conjugated proteins. Option D, enhance oxidative metabolism. So what is the answer? Bhumika answered it as option A. Tasmiya A. Okay, fine. VJA, Smita, yes, EHA, Vani, KS, A, Kirtana, A. Okay, good. The correct answer is help in regulating the metabolism. So almost all of you answered it correctly and selected option A. Almost all of you. Good going. Yeah, very happy. The next question goes like this. The catalytic efficiency of two different enzymes can be compared. I repeat, catalytic efficiency. Catalytic efficiency andre enu? Catalyst means it is a substance which is involved in the reaction, okay, to speed up the reaction. ಈ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕು. ಆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇಗ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಧಾನಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಿಚ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಇಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೀಡ್. ಸೊ ಆ ಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಇನ್ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್. ಆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ನಾವು, ದ ಕೆಟಲಿಟಿಕ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಟೂ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಬಯೋಕೆಟಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಎರಡು ಎನ್ಸೈಮ್ ನಡುವೆ ನೀವು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ಕೆಟಲಿಟಿಕ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಕೆಟಲಿಟಿಕ್ ಎಫಿಷಿಯನ್ಸಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ, ಸೊ ಯಾವ ಬೇಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹೌದಾ? So the catalytic efficiency of two different enzymes can be compared by what? Okay. Option A, formation of the product. Option B, pH optimum value. Option C, okay, Km value. Option D, molecular size of the enzyme. Okay, what is the answer? VJA, Vani KS C, Kirtana C, Smita, no Smita, yeah, Smita yes B, Janavi C, Yashu C, yes. Yes. Okay, let me check the answer. Answer KM value. KM value. Almost of you answered it correctly. I think the answer was revealed, but I have a confidence on you that you understood the question and answered. Okay. So many of you answered it as CKM value. Good going. Who did not answer, please read the question twice and then answer. Okay, the next question is before that. So, okay, I want to ask you something. Do you want us, not only me, do you want the faculties to switch on the video and explain you, or do you want, don't you need any videos? Like, are you very comfortable with the video off? How you all will feel better? Can you just tell me? You can message me privately. I privately means in the chat box itself. You can message me privately, or it's okay if you message anywhere if you say yes or no. Yes. What is your opinion about the video on? Be free. Don't get hesitated. Okay. Bhumika said, and yes, Shu also said good. Fine. What about others? Okay. Whether the sessions are being fruitful for you. Okay, Vijay said good. Thank you for your opinion, Vijay. Okay. Whether the sessions are helpful, are going to be helpful for you, or you're just switching on the sessions, keeping the mobile somewhere and just going on. Means whether the sessions are interesting, are you finding it helpful? Please let me know. Which or any other changes you want? Vanikes, okay. Kashmia, okay. PJ, okay. Anyone need any changes? You are free to say me, you are free to message. Okay. Fine. And see, all of the faculties, we are solving the question papers, we are solving the multiple choice questions. So here we have the certain printed question papers, so which you will get at the end of the session when you send us the mail ID. If you don't attend the class, like at the end, if you don't attend it at the end of the session, if you don't mail us, if you don't message us your mail ID, you are not going to get the question papers. Okay, it is our instruction. Okay, so if you want these question papers, because if you discuss now and I will be discussing, it will be only, you can remember these all only for few hours. After that you can't remember. So for that you need to practice. For that you need these copies, right? If you have other copies, you can get it. But if you need these copies, I want your mail IDs where I will message you. I will mail you the question papers. Okay, so please do attend the sessions till end so that you will get the previous question papers, which all will be solving, which are in the printed form, I am repeating, which are in the printed like this, which are in the form of a document. So these question banks will be sent to you. Okay, fine. Let us move to the next question. The most abundant element present in plant is, okay, the most abundant element present in plant is option A, carbon, Option B, nitrogen. Option C, manganese. Option D, iron. Most abundant ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿಯಾಗಿ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಐರನ್, ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವ್ದಿತ್ತು? ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀಸ್. ಎಸ್. ಕೀರ್ತನಾ ಎ, ಸ್ಮಿತಾ ಎಸ್, ಎ, ಜಾಹ್ನವಿ ಎ, ಭೂಮಿಕಾ ಎ, ತಸ್ಮಿಯಾ ಎ, ವಿಜಯ್ ಚಂದ್ರಬಾಬು ಎ, ವಾಣಿ ಕೆಎಸ್ ಎ, ಯಶು ಎ. Fine. Let me check the answer. Answer is carbon. Many of you answered it or marked as A. Very good. Good going. So the next question is 42nd question. Which form of RNA has a structure resembling clover leaf? Clover leaf model. Option A, rRNA. Option B, hnRNA. Option B, mRNA. I'm sorry. Option D, tRNA. Yes, I think all of you answered it correctly. Read the question properly and then answer. Yashu A, Tasmiya D. Okay. Vani KS A. Okay, sorry. Vani KS D. VJ A C. Kirtana B. Smita S C. Okay. Let me check the answer. The answer is tRNA. That is D. Option D is the right answer. Few of you answered it correctly. 43rd question. The major portion of the dry weight of plants comprises of major portion. Major ಅಂದ್ರೆ overall weight ಅಲ್ಲಿ major portion ಇವು ಮೂರು ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಡ್ಕೋತಾವೆ. ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್, ಕಾರ್ಬನ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್. ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ, ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್, ಫಾಸ್ಫರಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಷಿಯಂ. Option D, calcium, yeah, calcium, magnesium and sulfur. So what is the answer? Yes. Smita yes, C, Tasmiya B, Kirtana NM B, Jahnavi C, Bhumika C, Vani KS B. Okay, so let me check the answer. The answer is carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, that is option B is a right answer. Okay, now who answered option B? Vani KS answered option B, Tasmiya answered it as B, Kirtana answered it as B. Okay, good. Next question. Collagen is fibrous protein, globular protein, lipid, carbohydrate. Fibrous protein, globular protein, lipid and carbohydrate. So what is the correct answer? Yes. What is the correct answer? Yashu A, Janvi H A, then Vani KS B. Okay, Vani KS A, then VJ D.
Ma'am, options are not clear.
1 minute. Fibrous protein, globular protein, lipid, carbohydrate. Option A, fibrous protein. Option B, globular protein. Option C, lipid. Option D, carbohydrate. Okay. So let me check the answer. Answer is fibrous protein. Yeshu answered A. Janavi A. Vani KS A. Okay. So few of you answered it correctly. It is a fibrous protein. Okay. Now the next question is, lipids are insoluble in water because of lipid molecules are. Lipids are insoluble. They are not be soluble. Adu ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಕರಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ? Hydrophilic, hydrophobic, neutral, zwitter ion. Neutral, zwitter ion. Yes, read the question properly and then answer. Yeshu B, Vijay Chandrababu D, Janvi H B. Tasmiya B, Vani KS B. Fine. So let me check the answer. The answer is hydrophobic. Hydro means water, phobic means those will get fear of the water. That is why these are insoluble in water. Okay. Now, okay. The next question goes like this. Question number 46. Which of the following is a reducing sugar? Reducing sugar. Okay. 1 minute. Cortisol, cholesterol, testosterone, progesterone. Which, sorry, 41. I revealed the answer. Which of the following is a reducing sugar? That is galactose is a reducing sugar. 47th question. Which steroid is used for transformation? Which steroid is used for transformation? Option A, cortisol. Option B, cholesterol. Option C, testosterone. Option D, progesterone. So what is the answer? Yes, what is the answer? Janvi H B, Yeshu A, Tasmiya B, Vani KS A, sorry, Vani KS B, Vani KS B, okay. VJ A, fine. So let me check the answer. Answer is cholesterol. That is option B is a cholesterol. It is which is used for transformation. So many of you answered it correctly. Okay. Good. The next question goes like this. Hydrolytic enzymes which act at low pH are called as. Hydrolytic enzyme which act as low pH are called as protease, alpha amylase, hydrolase, peroxidases. Protease, alpha amylase, hydrolase, peroxidases. So which is the correct option? So option A, Tasmiya said option A. What about others? Janvi voted for C. Vani KS voted for A. VJ said it as C. Fine. So the next question, the answer is hydrolases. Hydrolases, that is option C is the right answer. So VJ said it correctly, Janvi said it correctly. Yeah, both of them said it correctly. So hydrolytic enzyme which act at low pH are called as hydrolases. Good. Most abundant organic compound on earth. most abundant organic compound on earth? Protein, cellulose, lipids, and steroid. Protein, cellulose, lipids, and steroids. Tasmia said it as B. Janvi said it as B. Vani KS B. VJ B. Yes. Okay, let me check the answer. So the correct answer is B, that is cellulose is the most abundant organic compound on earth. Question number 50. Spoilage of oil can be detected by which fatty acid? Spoilage of oil. Oil ಏನಂತಾರೆ after certain time ಎಣ್ಣೆ ಇರತ್ತಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡದೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಓಪನ್ ಏರ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಒಂಥರ ವಾಸನೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಸ್ಪಾಯ್ಲೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಯಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಟಿ ಆಸಿಡ್ ಇಂದ ಕಾಣ್ ಸಿಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಟೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್, ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಬೈ ವಿಚ್ ಫ್ಯಾಟಿ ಆಸಿಡ್? ಸೊ ದ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಓಲಿಕ್ ಆಸಿಡ್, linolenic acid, linoleic acid, and then erucic acid. Olic acid, linolenic acid, linoleic acid, then erucic acid. So what is the answer? Tasmia said it as option D. Smita voted for D. Janvi voted for D. Yes. Okay. Tasmia also said D. Okay. So let me check the answer. The answer is erucic acid. Option D is the right answer. Question number 51. Cytochrome is metalloflavoprotein, iron containing porphyrin pigment, glycoprotein, lipid. So what is the answer? Be fast. Okay, Yeshu. Because you said most of the answers are not visible. Okay, I will make sure to be visible, because certain answers are like the answers are below itself. That is why you are not able to see the options. That is why I am saying the options. Please make sure to hear it carefully. Option A, metalloflavoprotein. Option B, iron containing porphyrin pigment. Option C, glycoprotein. Option D, lipid. Can you able to see the options of 51? Yeshu. Okay, many of them answered. Janvi answered it as B. VJC. Tasmia B. Vani KS B. Yeshu also said it as B. Okay, then let me check the answer. The answer is iron containing porphyrin pigment. That is option B is a right answer. Good. Question number 52. Element necessary for the middle lamella. Middle lamella we know. Okay, middle lamella is the middle layer between the cell wall and the cell membrane. Okay, so middle lamella is a layer between the primary cell wall and the secondary cell wall. Okay, so here option A is calcium, option B is zinc, option C is potassium, option D is copper. Calcium, zinc, potassium, and copper. So the answer is option A, answered by Tasmia. Okay. Yeshu also answered it as B. VJ Chandrababu A. Janvi HD. Yeshu A. Okay, let me check the answer. So the answer is a very good. It is option A, that is calcium. The next question. In plants, inulin and pectin. In plants, inulin and pectin are reserve materials. Option A. Option B, waste. Option C, excretory materials. Option D, insect attracting material. So what are these? Inulin and pectin. Yes, come on. What is the answer? Tasmia A, Janvi H A, Vani KS A, yes. Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is reserve materials. Option A is the right answer. Good. The next question goes like this. Question number 54. Conjugated proteins containing carbohydrates as prosthetic group. Conjugated proteins andre these are the type of the proteins. Adur jote carbohydrate idre adakke prosthetic group thara carbohydrate idre adakke ಏನಂತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Chromoproteins, glycoproteins, then lipoproteins, nucleoproteins. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Smita, yes. B, Yashu, A. Tasmia, B, yes. Okay. Vijay Chandrababu, A. So let me check the answer. Vani KS, B, Janvi H, A. So the answer is glycoprotein. Option D, that is option B, glycoproteins. Then question number 55. The transfer RNA, that is the tRNA molecule in 3D, in 3-dimensional, appears like L shape, E shape, Y shape, XS shape. L shape, E shape, Y shape, S shape. So what is the answer? Janvi H A, Smita yes A, Vani K yes A, Tasmia A. Yes. Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is L shaped is the right answer. Then 56th question. Enzymes enhance the rate of reaction. Enzyme andre catalyst, enhance andre increase the rate of reaction andre speed of reaction anta by edrinda anta. So option A, forming a reactant product complex. Option B, changing the equilibrium point. Option C, combining with the product as soon as it's formed. Option D, lowering the activation energy of the reaction. Yes. What is the answer? Tasmia D. Janvi D. Smita yes D. Vijay C. Vani K yes D. Okay, let me check the answer. So the answer is lowering the activation energy of the reaction. That is option D is the right answer. Okay. Question number 57. Okay, question number 57. Feedback inhibition of an enzymatic reaction. Feedback inhibition. Andre inhibition ಆಗತ್ತೆ. Enzyme ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು reaction ಅಲ್ಲಿ involve ಆದಾಗ ಅದು ಹಾಗೆ ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಎಂಜೈಮಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಪೋಸಿಟ್ ತರ ಆ ಎಂಜೈಮ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸೋ ಅಂತ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ಹಿಬಿಷನ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಗಾಗತ್ತೆ ಅದು? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಎಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಎಂಜೈಮ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್. ವಾಣಿ ಕೆಎಸ್ ಎ, ಜಾನ್ವಿ ಎ, ವಿಜಯ ಚಂದ್ರಬಾಬು ಎ, Smita yes A. End product substrate enzyme rise in temperature. Yes. Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is end product. That is first answer, option A. So who all answered option A? Many of you answered it option A. Okay. The next question is one of the similarities between DNA and RNA. DNA ಮತ್ತು RNA ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸೇಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯೋಟೈಡ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಕೆಪಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ರೆಪ್ಲಿಕೇಟಿಂಗ್, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೇಮ್ ಶುಗರ್ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಡಿ ಸೇಮ್ pyrimidine bases. So what is common between RNA and DNA? Yes, come on. Smita, yes, A. Vijay, C. Tasmia, A. Janvi, D. Yashu, A. Vani, KS, A. Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is polymers of nucleotide. That is option A is the right answer. Right answer is given by Vani, Yashu, Tasmia, Smita. Okay. Then 59th question, which is an essential amino acid? Serine, aspartic acid, glycine, phenylalanine. Serine, aspartic acid, glycine, phenylalanine. Yes, what is the answer? What is the answer? Smita, yes, D. Smita, yes, D. Tasmia, D. VJ, D. Okay, let me check the answer. The answer is D, that is phenylalanine. Okay, I think the last question. ATP is nucleotide, nucleosome, nucleoside, and purine. ATP is nucleotide, nucleosome, nucleoside, or purine. What is the answer? Janvi, HA, Vani, A, Yashu, A. Vani, KS, A, VJ, A, Tasmia, A, Smita, yes, A. So let me check the answer. ATP is a nucleotide, adenosine nitrogen base triphosphate, phosphate group. So nitrogen base plus phosphate group, nucleotide. Okay. Fine. So here we completed the MCQs on biomolecules. So tomorrow we will be solving the previous question paper. If you want the MCQs on biomolecules, please do chat or message your mail IDs right now in the chat box. So you will be getting the MCQs of biomolecules by 5 p.m. today. Fast. Yes, just a minute. Until I say yes, don't leave the meeting, because if you go the message. Okay, first Vani KS. So let me clarify. Vani KS, please switch on the mic. Vani KS6366@gmail.com. Whether
Yes,
this is
ma'am.
your mail ID. Okay, thank you.
Thank
Stay
you,
on
ma'am.
the okay, stay on the meeting, please. Tasmia. Fine, Tasmia, because yesterday many of you type like in a hurry. I got wrong mail IDs. If one word misses in mail ID, the mail will not go. So Tasmia, your name TASMIYA 230120005@gmail.com. Please switch on the mic and speak up.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The next one is Yashu. Fine. Yashu, just a second. Okay, YASHODAYASHU099@gmail.com. Is it right, Yashu?
Correct, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. The next one is Janvi. Janvi H. Okay. So Janvi, your mail ID is janavi.h37@gmail.com. Is it correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then VJ. Okay, so VJ Chandrababu, your mail ID is VJ Chandrababu Naidu, student1234@gmail.com. Is it correct?
Ma'am.
Okay. Okay, okay, most of you gave. Janvi gave. Okay, Janvi, did you, whether your mail ID is clarified, say me yes. Okay, Tasmia, whether your mail ID is clarified.
Yes, ma'am.
Smita, Smita, you did not give me your mail ID. Okay, 1 minute. Smita, Smita 509. Okay. Smita, just clarify it. Yes, SMITHA 509.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Tasmia, whether your mail ID is clarified.
Yes, ma'am.
Vani KS, whether your mail ID is clarified. Say yes or no. VJ.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Smita. Okay, Yashu.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay, then check the mail IDs, and tomorrow I will be asking you, you're getting the biomolecules multiple choice question by 5 p.m. today. Until that, study well, eat well, read well, sleep well. Bye bye. Take care. Have a nice day.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye.